Now, 140 years ago today, Charles Dickens died at his home at Gad's Hill Place near Rochester. He's one of the most popular authors of all time, creating some of English literature's most iconic characters, and for many, his words have to be revered.
So what happens when someone decides to make a few adjustments? Well, a street-speak version of Dickens' most famous works has just been published. John Young's in Rochester now. John, sounds like sacrilege. What's the idea behind this?
The idea behind this, Polly, is to make Dickens more accessible, if you like, for everyone, young people in particular, because, of course, Dickens, as you say, was a Medway man. This was his manner, but the author of this book wants more people to enjoy him.
My poor husband's aunt.
Yeah, well, now you see her.
The works of Charles Dickens, of course, do have many loyal fans, but for some people it can all seem a bit much.
Mr. Copperfield was very good.
Oh, no, don't do that.
So that's why a satirist and Dickens fan has decided to do something about it. He's done his homework, consulted his 15-year-old son, and come up with this, a volume of many familiar favourites, rewritten with some unfamiliar titles.
A Tale of Two Cities.
The Tale of Two Turfs.
Great Expectations.
Well, good expectations.
Hard Times.
Minging Times.
Well, they're just three of the new titles, and as for the prose itself...
So how about this, Martin? Here's a quote. And in the end, Agnes... Now, it may be amusing, but is that respectful to Dickens' language?
In the context of this book, it is, but obviously not to the original. But what I wanted to do is to act as an encouragement to those unfamiliar with Charles Dickens to use the book as a link to the original novels.
But what would the man himself make of all this? He wrote most of his novels at this study outside Rochester. He died in this building 140 years ago today. The perfect day, we thought, to introduce the brave new author to an expert in Victorian studies.
So much of their characterisation comes from their language. I mean, Mr. Micawber is unthinkable without that kind of grandiloquent, pompous, long-winded speech of his. How can he continue to be Mr. Micawber if that language is gone?
The point is he will continue to be Mr. Micawber, because this won't replace the original text.
Could it possibly work? We asked three local lads down Dickens Way to take the new Dickens test.
Minging Times?
No.
That's Hard Times. The Tale of Two Turfs.
Tale of Two Turfs. Don't know really.
The well old odds and sods shop.
Oh, that's a curiosity shop, isn't it?
We got it!
Yeah,
We laughed!
cool.
We got it! Nice one.
All right, then.
What do you think about that sort of someone trying to rewrite stuff to make it easy like that?
Yeah, I think it's cool, yeah, for young kids and that, yeah, definitely.
Charles Dickens certainly knew how to write an unhappy ending, but today's was anything but. Once they got going, there was no stopping them.
And they really did get on, you know. Martin at the end gave Catherine the book. She took it with a good grace, said she'd be showing it to her students back at university. You sense that here we had two people who really cared about Dickens, really felt he was a very good thing for English literature and a very good thing for the South East.
Minging Times. Thanks, John.